next film for me was my most anticipated of the fest, and it's called Milo.
Yeah.
And it's directed by a guy named Jacob Vaughn. The reason I was anticipating it was it had a lot of recognizable faces that I knew. So Ken Marino, who's been in tons of stuff, you know, he's been Party Down. He was in The State.
He's on that new show on E, that parody of The Bachelor. I'm
not familiar with that
it's
one.
like Finding Love or something weird like that. But I know him from Party Down.
Okay. But it's also got Gillian Jacobs, who's on Community, and it's got Stephen Root is in this. It's got I totally forget his name now. He played Putty on Seinfeld.
That's what I'm trying to think of. I can't.
Yeah. Anyways, it's got Kumail Nanjiani. He's a comedian. I think is really funny. But then I read the plot. I got to be a little delicate about this because it's hard to talk about this movie without, you know, using certain words. But we'll dance around it a little bit because this is a family sort of thing, maybe. This is a film about a man who's got a very stressful life, okay? His wife wants to have a baby. He's not really sure if he wants to have a baby. His mom is married to a much younger guy who's very open about talking about the sex life he has with his mom. His boss is now telling him that he has to fire all the people in the office because the company's going down. So to deal with the stress, what happens to him is that a demon grows in his colon. And when he's really, really stressed out, the demon exits, no other way to say it, through his butt, and then goes out and kills the people that are stressing him out the most. So the plot of the film focuses on – that's the first 15 minutes. The film is structured a lot like an old horror movie, like maybe like Critters or something like that, where you've got this sort of demon that you're trying to control. He basically has to learn how to live with this monster. Peter Stormare is in this as well.
Okay.
He plays the psychologist that's helping Ken Marino figure out how to deal with this. But what's interesting is, you know, the first idea of the plot is, oh, we got to kill this thing, right? No. Because there's this old folk legend where it's like, oh, you've got it's a part of you. If it dies, then you're going to lose a part of yourself. You're going to become basically a vegetable.
So people are somewhat aware of it. There's like a universe where this actually exists.
Yes. Okay. Yes. There's like Peter Stormare is, I don't know what nationality he is, but he's some kind of European. He's got this old European folktales book that's like talking about it, and it's apparently a thing. Right. This movie is hilarious. It's way over the top. Way over the top. The cast is amazing. I did feel a little bad. Gillian Jacobs was a little wasted, not like drunk, but wasted in the film.
Would that have made it better if she was wasted?
Maybe. I don't know. But it's like I've seen her in Community. I've seen her in some other stuff. She's a really good actress and really funny. She just didn't have a lot to do. She was playing sort of the concerned wife character, and, you know. And the really sad part is she has the very best line in the film. The very best line in the film. Let me see if now I won't spoil it. But it's the best line in the film. But the director did talk about how she had a lot more stuff that just had to get cut out for whatever reason. So I understand that. But the really standout thing though is the creature. Because the creature has a lot of screen time. Sure. It's not like hiding in the shadows or something. They put it right front and center.
Well, it's hiding in his butt.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
So maybe that's shadows. I don't know.
Yeah. But what's amazing about it is they did such a great job designing this thing because
is it practical?
Times, yes.
Okay.
It's a puppet.
Fantastic.
It's a puppet. And that helps a lot, I think. If they tried to CGI it, it wouldn't have looked as good. But they did a really great job with the puppets, with the puppet. But there's certain times when it looks like cute and adorable, and you're like, oh. And then there's other times when it's like
terrifying,
murdering people in horrifying ways. It's just really funny. It's going to be one of those cult movies you're going to be hearing. It's going to be like Hobo with a Shotgun or something like that, where people are going to be like, you got to see this movie with the butt demon. You know, it's like that's going to happen. Yeah. And what I love, the other thing I love about this film, there's this big subplot about people trying to figure out why all these people are dying. And the scenario that the news decides on is it's rabid raccoons. So you just see this human being ripped to shreds.
It's a heck of a problem.
Yeah. And it's, another raccoon attack. And the only other thing I'll say about it is that I need to watch this again so that I can actually hear all the lines, because somebody would say something and it would be hilarious and everyone would laugh, and then you'd miss like the next 3 lines because, you know, people would still be laughing. Very funny film, Milo, and check that one out.
Okay.
A Place for Film is recorded at WFIU Studios in Bloomington, Indiana.